So now I'm going to talk about something that is something I do collect, which are medals. And this medal is honoring Claude Bessy, and she was a prima ballerina. Now, this is a talk that I also gave to the Medal Collectors of America back in a year ago in December. So here's the medal. I've become very interested in art medals, medals in general, and my criterion, if they're not San Francisco medals, which we'd collect all those, just whatever. But my criterion for what goes in my collection is I have to like what it looks like. It has to be attractive to me. And this token, I thought it was really interesting with the dancer on the reverse and her portrait on the front. And like I mentioned, it was in 1993 given to Mademoiselle Bessy under Jubilee with the Paris Opera Ballet. The medal itself is 70 millimeters, so it's large. Struck at Musée de Paris, right on the Seine. I've been to that. It's a great museum there. It's an interesting place. They describe it as golden bronze. The designer is this lady here, Renee Mayotte, I think is how you pronounce her name. She is a prolific medalist. You can see her standing in front of some of the medals that she designed. So she's a great contributor to the medallic arts. She formerly trained at the Beaux-Arts in Paris. So who is this lady Claude Bessy? Well, she joined the Paris Opera at age 13, the youngest, I think this is danseuse, ever to be admitted to the ballet. You can see this portrait of her. She's strikingly beautiful and elegant. In 1956, she was promoted to étoile, the ballet's highest rank. And she retired in 1972 from dancing to become director of the ballet school in Paris until her retirement in 2004. So this medal would have been given to her, before she, quite, a decade or more before she retired. She was actually quite famous, and she attracted the attention of Gene Kelly. And he did two things. He wrote a movie for her called An Invitation to the Dance. We'll show a clip from that in 1956. The music was by the composer André Previn. And many people consider it an unheralded masterpiece. It doesn't have any words, so it's kind of something you have to watch just for the beauty of the motion. She also appeared on TV with him. The video clips are very poor, unfortunately. They're very funny. A lot of some of the movie was funny as well. You'll see in a minute. He also wrote a rather formal ballet called the Pas de Deux. I'm not saying that right. In 1960 for her specifically as the Prima Ballerina, with music by George Gershwin, his Concerto in F. So let's see let me know if you can't hear the music. So this is an invitation to the dance. Now, this bracelet is not his to give. That's part of the story. Comes the funny part. So thank you. That was an invitation to the dance. So now consider yourself cultured.
Yeah. Thanks, Michael.
Michael, is Claude also a male and female name in French?
Yeah, well,
Yes, it is.
it's not unlike
It can be both.
it's not unlike Camille, who some of you might know.
Well done.
I'm not sure there are any questions to ask about that, other than, you know, these French medals are kind of cool, and the art, the level of art coming from the Paris Mint traditionally has been at a high level, and I think continues to be.
Yeah, the design of that medal is beautiful.
Yeah, it just jumped out at me. I had no idea who she was. Again, you know, the most interesting coins, tokens, and medals tell a story, and so this is hers.